Hi, welcome to your intermediate strength session. In this session, we will be looking at our camel pose by creating strong foundation in our legs and a connection to our core, opening up the shoulders and opening up front line of the body. So strong postural muscles, strong legs, allowing flexibility and opening of the spine. If you're doing this on catch up, well done for getting on your mat. Please leave a comment, let me know how it was, and of course log your dot. Welcome to everyone who's here live. I hope you are all feeling really good on this beautiful Wednesday morning. I'm going to get our links out to everyone. We've of course got Edgar live this morning as well alongside me. At 7 a.m. we've had Lee and Rue go at it this morning. Jade and Simon are still busy. So if you are wanting to do Ed session as well, then make sure that you catch up that session. Let me get the links out quickly. There we go. Welcome everyone. Lovely to have you all here. Of course, these intermediate sessions, a little more advanced than the beginner sessions. We move a little faster. There's still alignment cues, but obviously so much better if you've done your beginners classes for a while so that you understand your own alignments, you understand and remember and know the pose names. And so if you struggle with today's class, base would be to go do a bunch of beginners classes, and you will see that your intermediate practice will improve. Karen Moffat, good morning. Good morning. Zalna, goeiemôre uit die Weskus uit. Oh, take me to the West Coast. Oh, I love the West Coast. Taryn Perry, good morning. Candace, good morning, beautiful. Iva, good morning, lovely. It was the best seeing you yesterday. Absolute best. I'm gonna get one more link out. It's been so, this month has been so fun, actually, so far. I mean, I can't believe we're on the 21st already, 3 weeks in. So please say hi, especially if you're new. You can just leave a comment and let me know how you're feeling. Let me know if you've done yoga before. But otherwise, a big warm welcome to everyone who is here this morning. Nancy, good morning. Good morning, good morning, beautiful. Welcome. I hope you're all feeling fantastic on the 21st of July. Yesterday, of course, we had that big workout with Jules and Kerry McGregor. Did anyone here take part in that workout? How amazing is that space? It's just super cool. Super awesome. Honestly, just like mind blowing. I didn't even know that that place exists. And now I want to go. I have been having a great time here in Cape Town. I went for a great acupuncture session yesterday, which left me feeling so deeply rested. Highly recommend. And it's just been really nice to be here. As I mentioned the other day, I saw Zita on Monday, which was the best. And just going along well. I miss Hermanus, but it's been really fun to be here in Cape Town. Nancy, I'm battling to get on the link on my laptop using my phone. We'll continue trying. Oh, Nancy, I'm sorry to hear that. I always say, just refresh everything, close everything, open it up again, and that should work. Nicole, good morning. Good morning, good morning, Nix. Are you joining us for this session? That's the best. Yay. As I mentioned a little earlier, we are practicing and working on our camel pose today. So working on strong foundation of the legs and opening the spine through that. So one of my favorite poses, so nice to get the body open. It's a great counter pose to our kind of everyday rounding that we tend to do. It's driving, it's computer, it's a lot of this, and we want to take our body into this. And you'll just feel your lungs open. When your posture changes like this, there's a different energy that runs through the body. So I hope that you enjoy it. You won't need any particular props for this morning's practice, but you can have a lie down on your mat. In the meanwhile, we will be starting on our back. We'll get going from the get-go, getting nice and warm. We've got just under 10 minutes to go before we get started. So I hope you're all ready for a nice, warm practice getting our bodies moving. Today, Wednesday on the schedule, it's core and cardio with everyone. We've got Jono and Jethro coming up at 8 a.m. And we've got a Jeff Cook this evening, which will be Ayurvedic green Kichari bowl. And that's with Siplaton, of course. We're in our Siplaton week, and with Coach Tony and Adrian. Also, as you guys know, we have launched our Jeff courses. So different to the Jeff challenges. Of course, the challenges started a little earlier on this year and kind of, just blew up. I have done the Pilates challenge. I've obviously offered a couple of yoga challenges. And just so amazing to see the 45-day workouts, the one-on-one challenges, and now the launch of our courses. So always something new, always something exciting. And there will actually be an information session this evening with Coach Liz and Coach Adrian. That's not this evening, this afternoon at 12:30, to chat about the Jeff courses. So if you're not really sure what it's about, if you're interested in it, or if you are signing up, make sure to check out that session at 12:30 today. Of course, it's the Siplaton Energy Boost Week. You need to log 5 workouts to earn your badge. And then there will be an energy boost workout on Saturday with Jono and Kate. If you missed last night's Jeff Ed, I can highly recommend that you join in for that. That was with Dr. Vassan, and it was all about food as medicine. That's really the way I like to eat, is to see my food as medicine. So check that out if you missed it. There's always space to learn. Nancy, I have my badge already. Nancy, it's only Wednesday. That's amazing. No, you do not need any specific props. Pat, good morning and welcome. Welcome everyone. Lovely to have you all here. We've got about 5 minutes before we get started. Candace has posted the link to Jeff courses here in the comments. So if you want to go check that out, please do. Just always lots going on. I'd love to know how you're all feeling and where you are on whatever it is. Are you on your one-on-one? Are you on a challenge? Are you signing up for a course? Let me know. I want to know where you guys are at and how you're feeling, because that gives me a good indication of what you need in your yoga sessions. Is there a part of your body that's particularly sore or stiff? Is there any specific pose that you are wanting to work on? I can always squeeze that in. I mean, I kind of know what I'm teaching well, not kind of, I know what I'm teaching the weeks to come, but I will always make a little bit of extra room for you guys, squeeze in what you are needing. And if everyone needs like some hamstring opening, then I can always squeeze that into a sequence. Carol, good morning and welcome. Everyone, we've got just under 5 minutes to go. We're gonna move our bodies, we're gonna get some heat going, we're gonna wake up our connection to our legs and our core to find that stability, that strong base that will allow a lot more freedom in our camel pose, in that spinal extension, back bend. So looking forward to that. We will start on our back, so you can take a little lie down in the meanwhile. Before we get started, don't get too comfortable though, because we will start moving. Pat says, our bodies are talking. Jono is taking it to another level on his challenge. Oh my word, Pat, are you on another challenge? That's insane. Nancy, there's a pose that I want to do again. Never done it here, but I'm not sure what the name. It almost looks like a frog sitting, arms under knees with the feet in front. Arms under knees with the feet in front. Nancy, I think you're going to have to take a picture and send it to me on the yoga group so that I can see the pose. But please do, I'd love to see, and maybe we can work it in still this week or otherwise next week. Siri and Bex pushing us to the extreme, which is awesome. I did not expect anything less from that challenge, Nancy. Oh, those two sisters are honestly just the best. I miss Siri so much. It's so nice to have her back in the teaching or the instructing, after she's been away a little bit with Baba. It's so nice to have her back. But please, if you've just logged on, say hi. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how you're feeling. I'm gonna just check out that I haven't missed anyone's hellos here. And then let's see if Jade and Simon are wrapping up their session. And yeah, sure guys, just looking through the Jeff Together pages at the moment, looking through the WhatsApp groups. It's just so amazing to see how everyone is really just pulling together and supporting one another. That's really what this community is about. Lisa Marie, good morning from a wet Paul. I am here in the city, Lisa. It is chilly here as well, but I must say it's not as cold in the city as it is, I think, a little further out the city. I think like the buildings and the city bowl really holds. Not saying it doesn't get cold here, but the farm in Hermanus is cold. So it's been quite nice to not be completely freezing. Nancy, try and take pictures. We'll send it to you. Gosh, I've not done that in years. Well, Nancy, don't hurt yourself trying to do it. But send it through and I will check that out. I see here the pose has come through already. I will have a look at that after our session. Oh, that is called amazing, Nancy. That's amazing. Firefly. That is awesome. We can definitely work that in somewhere. That will have to be an intermediate strength session for sure. So perhaps I can work that in for you next week. Let's see. It has just gone 7 o'clock. I see Jade and Simon are still wrapping it up. Welcome to everyone who has just joined. And we are going to get started in just a moment. Let's just see if anyone else is going to hop on in here. Lisa Marie visiting family in Hermanus on Saturday. Weekend looks sunny. Oh, amazing, Lisa. Enjoy. Winter is winter and it's cold and stuff, but when the sun is out, winter sun is just the best. Tessa, good morning and welcome back. Welcome everyone. It is time to get going. Get on your mats. You can have a little bit of a lie down, and then we will get going. So as mentioned, Siri, we just spoke about you. Sending you so much love. Oh, that was the best. That's the best, seeing your name here. Bring yourselves to lie down on your backs. I'm going to keep my socks on for a moment because it's still chilly and we will get warmed up very shortly. So let's start constructive relaxation pose. Feet wider than the hips, inner knees touching. Take the arms to cross over your chest, kind of like you're giving yourself a little hug. Tuck your chin in, lengthen the spine, and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Take a sigh out through the mouth. And just arrive at your practice. Arrive on your mat. For a moment, really just make the decision to let go and to push out everyone and everything else outside of yourself, off your mat, out of the room that you're in, maybe out of the building that you're in. Just push it all out so that for the next 30 minutes, you can simply be with yourself. The practice of yoga is a practice of healing. It's to pay attention to what's going on, not only in the skeletal and muscular systems of the body, but the deeper systems of the body. Looking at our respiratory system, our cardiovascular, our lymph, our neural, and our digestive, and using the practice to aid those systems in doing their job. So we just set the intention this morning for healing. Giving our body whatever it needs to open a little, to release some stress and tension, and to shift any toxicity that it might be holding. Remember that your practice isn't here to magically fix everything. You might step off your mat and not feel like a completely different person, but this practice will ripple into the next few days. Take one more deep breath. Sigh it out. And then you can open your eyes. You're going to hook your thumbs, reach your arms up above your head, and place your fingers on the floor behind you. Draw your ribcage in, press the upper back into the mat, and squeeze into the core. Press the mid and lower back into the mat. Start to lift your legs, lift your feet up the floor, and squeeze your thighs in towards your chest. Relax your ankles and your feet. As you keep the whole spine pressing into the mat, we're going to move through some hip rolls while we wake up the abdominals. So separate your knees from one another as far as you can. Take them away from you as far as you can without letting the lower back lift. Bring the knees back in and then you'll squeeze them back to chest. Let's do 4 more rounds like that. Just moving those big femur bones around in the hip sockets. I want you to become aware of the inner line of the legs. I want you to become aware all those big muscles around the outside of the hips. I want you to feel into your lower belly and get this nice stretch of the upper body through the upper arms as you press your rib cage down. We open a little through the shoulders. Finish 1 more round and squeeze the knees to chest. Change the hook of the thumbs and again reach the arms back. Try and get the arms to press down into the floor.
Squeeze the rib cage down. We'll change direction, so keep the spine glued to the mat. Take the thighs away from you. Split the knees as far as you can and squeeze them back into your armpits. Bring the legs together. We're going to go 4 more like that. Round and back. Make sure you're not holding your breath. So breathe freely. Should already feel a little bit of heat start up in the body. And then you'll bring your knees to touch. Slide your hands behind your head. Interlace your fingers into one another. Curl your elbows up towards the ceiling. And then keep the spine glued to the mat. But take your knees above your hips and bring your shins parallel to the floor. You can spread through your toes now. We're going to curl our head, neck, and shoulders up off the mat, but keep your head resting in your hands so you're not pulling your head up. The abdominals are really doing the work here. You're going to take a full breath in, lift a little higher. And then on your exhale, I want you to kind of curl your tailbone up, but don't bring the knees too close to you. Just activate, suck the belly down, jaw flat. Inhale, kind of relax and release. Pause for your exhale. Inhale, press the spine into the floor, lift. Exhale, curl the tailbone slightly up, draw your belly down, jaw flat. And then inhale, release down, pause for your exhale. 3 more like that. Inhale, lift head, neck, and shoulders. Exhale, curl tailbone up. I want you to imagine you've got a block between your thighs. Roll your inner thighs away from you. Release down. Nice. 2 more. Inhale, lift head, neck, and shoulders. Relax your head. Exhale, curl your tailbone up, draw the belly down, draw it flat. And then release. Head, neck, and shoulders. Last one here. Inhale, head, neck, and shoulders lift. Exhale, curl your tailbone up. Stay here and extend the legs up to the ceiling. Flex your ankles, firm through the front of the legs, get a nice opening in the back of the legs. Keep the head lifted. Take your hands either to the back of your right thigh or the right calf muscle. Release the shoulders and the head down. Release left leg down. 2 strong straight legs. Get into the back of those legs now. Shoulder blades on the mat, back of the head onto the mat. Deep breath in. Extend that left heel away from you. Squeeze the thigh down. Exhale. Switch. You can lift up, reach for the back of the left calf muscle. Bring the head and the shoulders down. Extend right leg away from you. Try to straighten out the legs as much as you can. So if you can, press your right calf muscle into the floor. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Bring right leg up to meet left. And then just kind of, allow your pelvis and your buttocks to lift for a moment. You just bring your legs a little closer to you. Press so heavy. Make the pelvis a little heavier, bringing it down towards the mat. Alright, you can bend the knees if you've still got socks on. I'm sure you're warm enough to take your socks off. Place the feet down for bridge pose. Hip distance with the feet, so the outer ankles are in line with the outer knees. You could even take a little look up. Make sure the femur bones are moving straight forward. They're not moving out in a diagonal. You're pressing down equally through all 4 corners of the feet. Take your hands either side of you. We'll move through a few bridge rolls. So press into the feet. Start to squeeze the buttocks. Lift the hips. Maybe you don't go to your highest in this first round. Just introduce the shape to the body. Feel the opening across the top of the legs. Bring your shoulder blades a little closer to one another. Lift a little higher. And then very specific, detailed, as you move down, roll the spine down. And almost like you can kind of feel like a little press, a little press, a little press of each vertebra, lowering back down. Let's move that to the breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Keep going. And exhale, lower. Wake up those legs. Wake up the back line of the body. Lift up. And lower down. Lift up into your bridge pose once more. This time you're going to bring your hands in underneath you. Interlace your fingers. Walk your shoulders underneath you. Try extend the arms to press the pinky fingers into the floor. And then you're really going to press into your feet and lift as high as you can. The belly's pretty soft, but I want you really to feel how the back line wakes up, the buttocks wake up. Might feel your hamstrings, your thighs. Really switch your legs on. All done, release the hands. Slowly roll the spine down. Take a moment so that everything settles. And then we'll take a second round like that. Press into the feet, raise the hips. Two options here. Option one, you can interlace the fingers again. Just remember to switch. Or some of you might want to kind of nuzzle and work your hands in underneath your pelvis. Come up onto your elbows. Such a nice supported variation of this pose. Just to get a little deeper opening to the front line of the body. But legs are still super active. Wherever you are, whether your hands are interlaced or you're on your elbows, you're going to take 2 full breaths. And then you'll lift. Everyone release the hands. Slowly from top to bottom. We'll release down. Draw your left thigh to your chest. Give yourself a nice little squeeze. Flex the left ankle. Find a figure 4 with your left leg. Bring your right thigh to your chest. Hand either to the front of that right shin or back of that right thigh. Flex your left ankle and press the pelvis down into the mat. Encouraging that left knee away from you. So let's get a nice stretch, that outer buttocks. Try draw your right thigh a little closer to you. Remember, your head is grounded. Beautiful. Place right foot down, left foot down, right thigh to chest. Give yourself a nice little squeeze in. Little bit of pressure into the lower belly, activating digestive system. Flex right ankle, figure 4, second side. Remember, you can move slowly into these shapes. So take your time to get into it. Set up your alignment so that when you're in it, you can stay in it. Remember, intensity is welcome. We don't want pain. Nice. All right. Keep the right leg kind of bent. Bring your hand to the outer edge of your right foot. Take happy baby, outer edge of left foot, and encourage the knees down to the floor. Try and keep the lower back pressing into the mat. Full deep breaths. And then you're going to extend your left leg. You might not hold onto the foot. You might hold onto the inner calf muscle or inner thigh. Get into that inner line of the leg. Become very aware of that inner line of the leg. Relax into it a little more. And then bend left knee, extend right leg. Notice if your face has started to tense up or if you're clenching your jaw, relax. And then bend right knee, nice. Release the feet, cross the ankles, take a rock forward, squeeze your legs in underneath you, step back into a downward facing dog. Okay, so we've opened the back line of the legs a little bit. want you really to stretch out now if you can, heels to the floor, or your outer shoulders down. Lift your kneecaps, lift your thighs. Full deep breath, long spine. And then you'll shuffle your feet a little further back. You're going to move into a plank pose. Shoulders above the wrists. From here, we're going to move into our hanging cobra. So look forward, micro bend your elbows, keep your toes tucked under, allow the hips to lower, look forward, bring the top row of teeth parallel to the floor. Full deep breaths, lower your thighs if you need to. Then we're going to press back into our plank pose, and then up and back, downward facing dog, full stretch. Move that to the breath, inhale plank. Exhale hanging cobra. Inhale plank. Exhale down dog. 3 more. Inhale plank. Exhale hanging cobra. Some nice fluidity going through the spine. Inhale plank. Exhale down dog. Keep going, 2 more rounds. Finish off your last one. Be specific about how you move, not using any momentum. Stay in this long downward dog for a moment, just stretch it out. Nice. Then you're going to rock into your plank. Through a chaturanga, hug your elbows in and back. Bring yourself all the way down onto the mat. Untuck your toes, move into that little shoulder stretch. So take your left arm out to the side in line with your shoulder. Left palm is facing down. Press into your right hand, you're going to roll onto your left hip. Get a nice opening through that left shoulder. Step your right leg behind you. Reach your right arm up. Internally rotate right shoulder, so thumb moves behind you. Place that hand behind the lower back. Press into that right foot. Aware of what's going on in that left shoulder. 3 full breaths. After your third exhale, reverse it, so reach right arm up, bring it down for support. Right leg extends, come onto your belly, and then we'll go to the second side, so adjust, right arm out to the side, palm facing down. Roll onto your outer right hip, left foot steps behind you, left arm up, rotate the internal rotation of the shoulders, that means the thumb will face behind you. Bring that hand behind you, try bring your left fingerprints to touch the floor. Keep pressing into that right hand. Again, it's 3 full breaths, so if you want, you can close your eyes. And just tune into what's going on in your body, especially around this right shoulder. Alright, well done. Coming back out, left arm up, down to support you, left leg extends. Roll yourself back onto your belly. Hands either side of the rib cage, press onto your knees. Tuck your toes under, take a nice full stretch. Beautiful. Look forward, step yourself to the top of your mat. Bring your big toes to touch and take a halfway lift. Again, become aware of those inner thighs. So they're rolling backwards, strong through the legs. And then just allow yourself to hang in a forward fold here for a little while. So you might not be all the way down. You can stay in kind of like a halfway lift. You can even bend your knees if your hamstrings are really tight. But otherwise, if possible, all the way down, maybe flat palms, head relaxed, and then make sure you're not hanging in your heels completely. So bring the weight a little bit forward to the balls of the feet. Couple more deep breaths. All right. And then let's all take a little halfway lift. Bend the knees 90 degrees. Squeeze into the thighs. Sit yourself deep and reach the arms up. So sit nice and deep. Deep, 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 deep. Sink your weight into your heels. Reach the arms up. Switch on those legs, switch on those glutes. Sit a little deeper. Nice. Press into your feet. Bring your arms all the way up. Bend the elbows, draw them back, and lift up through the chest. But I want you to keep that feeling like we did earlier. Imagine there's a block between your thighs. Tailbones curling slightly down, but you still feel an awareness, an awakeness in the front line of the body. But draw those elbows back, lift up through the chest. Keep the arms drawing back, but extend the arms. Open up. Nice. Internally rotate your left shoulder. Bring that hand up and back behind you as far as you can between your shoulder blades. Bring your right arm up and over. See if you can reach for your fingertips. Cow face arms, so Gomukhasana arms. Right elbows up to the ceiling, so it looks like that. Hold here. Weight into your left foot, step your right foot back. Pyramid pose, taking a forward fold. Only go as far down as your arms will allow you to. 3 breaths. Press into your feet as you lift up. Look forward, step forward. Big toes to touch, be specific. Release your arms. Take them all the way back into that bent elbow position, and again, just draw them back, open up the chest. Extend the arms back. Right side, internally rotate that right shoulder. Bring the hand up as far as you can between the shoulder blades. Take this left arm up and over. Reach for your right fingers. Nice, and then it's the left leg that's going to stand back. Feet on parallel tracks for your pyramid pose. Start to take that lean forward. Strong, stable legs allows us more movement in the rest of the body and the spine. After your third exhale, press into the feet. Look forward, step forward. Release the arms. This time, just allow them both to move all the way down. Take 3 big loops of the shoulders backwards. And 3 big loops of the shoulders forwards. And then 1 more loop just to take the shoulders up and back. Big toes to touch, hands to the chest. Come into a toe stand as you lift the heels, find your balance. Little squeeze of the inner ankles together. And slowly you're gonna bend the knees like a little elevator. You're gonna lower yourself all the way down, until you bring your buttocks to your heels. Take your mat in front of you, you're going to flip it. So if you're a little much, or we'll all be at the top of our mat, so I want you simply to step yourself to the middle of your mat. You can either flip your mat once, so that you've got 2 layers, or take that kind of the top of the mat, flip it back, and now you've got 3 layers. Bring the knees down, separate them. Keep your toes tucked under and come up onto your knees. Hands to the hips. So now remember our bridge pose when we were lying down, how hard and how active the buttocks and the legs had to be. Reach the arms up, keep the hips squeezing forward, bring the hands behind you for this first round, fingertips facing down, hug the elbows in and lift up through the chest, but don't fling your head back. Keep a little tuck of the chin. Lift up, lift up, lift up. Just introducing the shape to the body. And then we'll bring ourselves up. Untuck the toes, keep the hands on the lower back as you simply sit down, don't counter pose. Just let the body move itself into neutral. Settle your breath. Let that settle your heart rate, but feel the aliveness in the body. Feel how your energy has perhaps picked up. Second round, come up onto your knees. You can leave the toes untucked if that is your preferred way of practicing this pose, or you can tuck your toes under. And we're going to all reach the arms up. Bring the hands round and back. You can either stay like we just did and bring the hands to the lower back, or you could start to lower down, bring your hands to your heels, then really squeeze the buttocks and open up the chest. So strong legs, inner thighs rolling back like we've practiced. And then for the last 3 breaths, some of you, only if your hands are on your heels, might want to take your head all the way back, and we'll take 3 full breaths. Nice. To come out as symmetrical as you can. Bring your head forward, hands can stay to the lower back again. Untuck your toes. Bring yourself to sit, and this time, place the back of your hands onto your thighs and close your eyes. Sit in your vibration, your aliveness, your connection. Well done, everyone. And you can open your eyes. Lift the buttocks so you can tuck your toes under, and you're going to sit back into a little squat, but move slowly because remember we were in that deep extension. Now we're going into flexion. Unroll your mat so you can reach your arms forward and pull your chin in. Bring the knees down to the floor, untuck the toes and reach the arms forward, come into a child's pose. Nice, take a little lift across your ankles, bring yourself to lay all the way down onto your back. Bring the knees to chest, give yourself a little squeeze. And then you want to just release the spine now, so bring the knees above the hips, the shins parallel. As we started the class, bring your hands behind your head and then lift head, neck and shoulders. And I just want you to press your lower back into the floor. So activate those abdominals, curl your tailbone up. And so we're counterposing any kind of tightness or squeezing that you may have felt in the lower back. Just press that out. And then keep the head up, squeeze your right thigh to your chest, extend left leg, bring your nose to touch your right knee. Stay up and switch the interlace of the fingers. Switch again. And then lay your head down. Little twist as you take your right arm out to the side. Take your right knee to the left. Move slowly. 3 full breaths. Come back to center. Readjust, and then you'll switch for your twist on your second side. And we're trying to keep your left shoulder blade as grounded as possible. 3 full breaths. Nice. And then you'll come back to center. Give yourself a last little squeeze. And then let's just take a moment here in your Shavasana shape. Arms out, feet out. Let's just pause for a last moment. Just some stillness, quiet integration of your practice time. If you're able to stay here a little while longer, please do. If you need to start moving, bend your knees, roll over onto your side and press yourself up to sit. Okay, you can come into an easy cross-legged seat. If there's some of you that want to move into a little half lotus, you're welcome to do that. Bring your hands together, thumbs to the sternum, close your eyes, take a little bend down, bow down with the head. We thank our body for the work it does, for it always being in this constant state of moving and functioning. We thank it for healing us and healing itself. We thank it for allowing us to live the lives we want to live as it moves us across the earth. Thank yourself for showing up. When you're ready, you can open your eyes and lift the gaze. If you're doing this on catch up, well done for getting on your mat. Let me know how it was and if you have any questions. Thank you to everyone who joined live this morning. I really hope that you enjoyed that practice and that you are feeling good. I've even got a little bit of a Jeff glow going this morning. How nice to just move your body to get everything alert and awake and online. Sorry, I see we have run a little over time, guys, but I really hope that you enjoyed that. Let me know if you have any questions. Tessa, such a pleasure. First class back since COVID. Fantastic. Yay, Tessa, I'm so glad you enjoyed that. Lisa Marie, such a pleasure. Pat, such a pleasure. Sharon, oh, I'm so glad that you enjoyed that. If you love this, remember to write down the dates so that you can come back to it at any time. Karen, such a pleasure. Have a beautiful day. Nancy, have a beautiful day, everyone. Remember, there will be a info session today with Coach Adrian and Coach Liz about our new courses, which is super exciting. And then there's the Jeff Cook tonight if you are interested in learning an Ayurvedic recipe. So yeah, have a beautiful day, everyone. Enjoy. I'll be back with intermediate flexibility tomorrow morning. But until then, keep drinking your water, fuel your body, do what makes you feel good. And Sue, such a pleasure. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Ciao.